Hello everyone. Today's video is about installing Call Recorder Apresa as a virtual machine on VMware ESXi. First we're going to upload the installer of Call Recorder Apresa. This is an ISO file you can download from vidicode.com. Click on Storage, Datastore 1, Datastore Browser. Then upload the ISO to Datastore 1. On this VMware, the ISO is already uploaded, as you can see here. This is the Apresa installer we will boot from later. Now we're going to create the virtual machine. Click on Virtual Machines. Select Create Register VM. This opens the new virtual machine window. Create a new virtual machine. Fill in the name. In this case, Apresa example. Select Linux. Select Debian 10 64 bits. And click Next. Datastore 1 is the default storage and we'll keep that. Click Next. And we're going to customize settings. Make sure the hard disk is large enough to store all recordings. This depends on if you record videos or not, the encoding of the recordings, how many recordings you make and the retention period. The Apresa ISO file needs to be mounted. For CD/DVD drive 1 we are going to select Datastore ISO file. This ISO is already uploaded to Datastore 1, so we can select it over here. We're going to boot from this drive automatically later. Now you can review the settings of the new VM. Most of them are default. Important is the size of the hard drive and if the Apresa installer is mounted to the CD/DVD drive. Click on Finish. This will create the virtual machine. Apresa example is the virtual machine we are using right now, and we're going to power on this virtual machine. And this will start the Apresa installer. Select the type of installation. Choose Standard unless you have a specific reason to choose another option. Click to continue. And then the next question. Write the changes to disk and configure LVM. Choose yes. The next question is write changes to disk, and again you choose yes to accept. The partitions formatting is running. And right after that the base system of Apresa will be installed. The installation of the base system has begun. After installing Apresa, the console shows requesting System Halt. The installation is completed and we can power off the virtual machine. And when we boot again, what we're going to do, it will boot from the hard drive. So we power off the virtual machine and power it back on. Now we're seeing the login screen of the Apresa, and on this login screen you will see the IP address of Apresa. It is accessible in the web browser at IP 192.168.55.55. If you can't reach the oppressor using this IP address, use the command web in the console. We need to adjust the setting in oppressor to be able to install VMware tools. Open a browser and visit the oppressor's web interface at 192.168.55.55. Go into oppressor. From the Tools menu, choose System. On the System page, choose Software Update. Scroll down to Debian Operating System. Go to Server for installing Debian software and click Configure. We'll choose the default here. Then open the console of the virtual machine. This is the oppressor system shell. Look in svd, type sudo apt-get update. To install VMware tools, type sudo apt-get install OpenVM tools. VMware Tools is now installed on the virtual machine. We're going to change the setting to make port mirroring possible. Go to Networking, click on Port Groups and select Port Group VM Network. Click on Edit Settings. Click on Security. Set Promiscuous mode to accept. And click Save. This is necessary when you use port mirroring to send a copy of the telephony data to oppressor. Visit the link to vidicode.com in the description below for more information about installing oppressor. Feel free to send us an email if you have questions.